We've always had problems with fishing overcapacity in the sector. The EcoFish project is intended to improve the management and sustainable use of coastal and fisheries resources in the Philippines. So that is what we're trying to do. For the fisheries registration, we're trying to count the number of fishers all over the Philippines. Electronic connectivity in many of the islands is not there. So TV white space technology is giving us that connectivity to do this thing, this registration electronically.
Me and my family, we were at our house and we're going to have our breakfast. We felt a short tremor, then the 7.2 magnitude. It was very scary, and I have my 2 babies with me.
The soil are shaking, the houses are really, the trees are bending. So we understand, we observe that it is already earthquake. We are so scared, and I am so sad during that time. So we just pray that hopefully a few minutes or a few seconds, it will stop.
November 7, I was still here in school. I secure all my computers in the laboratory. I place it in the center of the classroom, but actually we lost everything. It's not only the classrooms, but included the facilities, the computer facility, the equipment, everything. November 8, early morning of 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., I was in my home with my wife, because my wife was nine months pregnant at the time, and the expected delivery is any time that day. We don't know what to do. It seems like we are just waiting for our life to be lost.
Typhoon Haiyan, known as Yolanda in the Philippines, was one of the most intense tropical storms ever to hit the country. It claimed more than 6,000 victims and left 4 million people without homes. Estimated damages reached astronomical proportions. Quick, effective aid was needed more than ever before. Microsoft and its employees immediately donated more than $500,000 in cash, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of technology, and hundreds of volunteer hours. For the first time in history, the TV whitespace technology was used to connect 500 residents in affected areas and to facilitate 75,000 hours of Skype connections. Using 3 emergency.lu kits with low bandwidth Skype, we also enabled communications among 5,000 rescue workers. We also provided the affected areas further technical and maintenance assistance.
After assessing or having an assessment of the requirements of the communities and the other stakeholders like our NGO partners, the number one thing that was immediately needed was really to establish some infrastructure so that people are able to communicate.
Many of these cell towers were on top of buildings, but all these buildings have been wiped out because of typhoon. And so it's very difficult to establish a cellular network in the traditional sense. The involvement of Microsoft in the TV whitespace technology revolves around the use of a geolocational database. The distance that the TV whitespace spectrum can cover is much further than what you would have with traditional Wi-Fi or than you would have with cellular technology. By using TV whitespace technologies to throw that signal out further, as far as 3, 5, or 7 kilometers out, we can establish evacuation centers, we can establish connectivity centers such as this one, where the people can then come.
With TV whitespace, we are able to provide connectivity to relief workers who then use the technology to coordinate with their superiors, with their colleagues, with NGOs, with the World Food Program, with USAID.
I think one of the biggest things in a relief effort is not just food, but it's the outlook of a person. And communications with family, I think, is something that even food cannot answer sometimes.
So we are using it for emails and then Facebook networking so that we can disseminate all the information to the faculty and staff, to the parents, to the students.
Skype calls have been important in doing telemedicine, in trying to address very specific and esoteric medical cases in these earthquake-hit areas.
The TV white space was very useful because the augmented or the province, the workers or the social workers from the province have to assess the situation here in Tubigon. We used it to submit reports, and then how many families are affected, then the goods, water, food, how much they will send here in Tubigon or in the entire Bohol.
We are having a very good partnership with Microsoft. We are grateful for the technology.
We're hoping that more people will start picking it up and doing it, an inexpensive way of actually answering the problem of connectivity in the countryside.